Hello and welcome to all of you. In this video, we will discuss about the paper of Business Mathematics and Statistics 2010, BCOM I Punjab University. Now I am going to discuss about the solution of this paper. So first question is to calculate the arithmetic mean, harmonic mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variation. Different classes of wages are given here, and number of workers, or you can say frequency, is also given here. Arithmetic mean, harmonic mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variation. In all these cases there is no need to take the class boundaries, otherwise in this question boundaries are equal, so we can say that upper limit of first class and lower limit of second class is equal, so there is no need to take the class boundaries. So finally we go to the solution of this paper. We need here, first of all, you must understand about the formulas. Formula for arithmetic mean is equals to sum of fx over sum of f. So we need the product of fx and we need the sum of f. In case of harmonic mean, the formula for harmonic mean is equals to sum of f divided by sum of f by x. So we need f divided by x. After that, coefficient of variation is equals to standard deviation divided by mean multiplied by 100. So we need also standard deviation, which is equals to sum of fx square over sum of f minus mean square whole under root. So we need here different calculations. So first of all, we need class mark, and the way to calculate class mark is very simple, that just add up these two limits or class boundaries and divide the result by 2, which produce 120.5. After that, there is a difference of 7. There is a difference of 7. So just add up the difference in subsequent class marks. So 120.5 plus 7, 127.5 plus 7, 134.5, and so on. After that, we need the product of fx. So we just simply multiply frequency of workers with the class mark, 120.5 multiplied by 13, 1566.5, and so on. And sum of fx is 79528 and sum of f is 500. So we can calculate mean, which is equals to 159.056. After that, for harmonic mean, we need here one more calculation, and that is sum of f by x. So f divided by x, first frequency is 13, 13 divided by 120.5 equals to 0.107883817, and so on. And sum is 3.18181164. So after putting the values into the formula, the harmonic mean is equals to 157.143. After that, coefficient of variation is equals to standard deviation divided by mean multiplied by 100. So standard deviation, in standard deviation, we need one more calculation, and that is fx square, sum of f multiplied by x square. So you can calculate this through simply multiply fx with x, and that is equals to fx square. So 1566.5 multiplied by 120.5 equals to 188,763.25, and so on. And sum is 127,95669. So after putting the values into this formula, standard deviation is 17.10. So finally, standard deviation 17.10 divided by mean, which is equals to 159.056 multiplied by 100. So coefficient of variation, it is a measure or relative measure of dispersion, so that is 10.75%. Second question, find correlation coefficient are for the following data. I described or defined several times that we need 5 calculations for the calculation of correlation coefficient and regression. So we need here 5 calculations: sum of x, sum of y, sum of xy, sum of x square, sum of y square. and the sum of all these values are given here. In this question, I used a different formula for the calculation of correlation coefficient, and that is correlation coefficient through the calculation of regression coefficients beta y on x and beta x on y. So regression coefficient beta y on x is equals to sum of x y minus n mean of x multiplied by mean of y divided by sum of x square minus n and mean of x square. So means are here. Mean of x is 65.5, mean of y is 50, and after putting all the values into this formula, regression coefficient y on x will be 0.2486, and regression coefficient x on y is, we just replace x with y in the equation. The rest of equation is same as we used here. So after putting the value in the second formula, regression coefficient x on y will be 1.6918. So simply just multiply these two regression coefficients and take the under root of, and the correlation coefficient will be 0.6485. Question number 3 is about the test for association. It is the question related to chi-square. So tabulated value of chi-square for 4 degree of freedom at 5% level of significance is 9.488, and the question data is given here. So there is the relation, we want to check the relation is between betas and alphas. So first step is to take the hypothesis. So first hypothesis, null hypothesis, is in which we assume that there is no relationship between these two variables, and in alternative hypothesis we assume that there is relationship between these two variables. Second step is the level of significance, which is given in the question, 5%. So alpha will be equals to 0.05. Third step is to take the test statistic, and that is the formula of chi-square, which is equals to sum of observed frequency minus expected frequency square divided by expected frequency. Fourth step is the critical region. Critical region is in fact it is given in the question 9.488, but how can we calculate this? Through the table. So first of all we calculate the degree of freedom df, which is equals to row minus 1 multiplied by column minus 1. In this question there are 3 rows excluding total. Totals are not counted in rows or columns. So there are 3 rows and 3 columns. So 3 minus 1 multiplied by 3 minus 1 equals to 4. And we go to the chi-square table, in which take the 0.05 level of significance, and under 4 degree of freedom the value is 9.488. So if our calculated value of chi-square, which we are going to calculate, is greater than 9.488, it will indicate the critical region. So fifth step is to calculate the expected frequencies. Observed frequencies are given in the question. These 9 are observed frequencies, FO, and we are going to calculate FE. For each observed frequency there must be an expected frequency. Formula is very simple, row total multiplied by column total divided by subtotal. So if we want to calculate the expected frequency for this observed frequency, we take the row total, that is 65, multiplied by column total, that is 85, divided by subtotal, that is 243. For 15, the formula will be 65 multiplied by 53 divided by 243. For 30, the formula will be 65 multiplied by 105 divided by 243. And in this way, we can calculate all the expected frequencies. So calculation is given here. You can pause the video and see the calculation and learn completely. So after taking expected frequencies, now we just construct the table. So observed frequencies are 20, 15, 30. Those are given in the table here: 20, 15, 30, 30, 18, 35, 35, 20 and 40. And after that, expected frequency is 22.74, 14.18, 28.08, 29.03, 18.10, 35.87 and so on. And we just first of all subtract these two values, FO minus FE. After that we take the square of these values, and after that we divide each square with respective FE and take the sum, and that is 0.709072. And the last step is to conclude our result. So the calculated value of chi square, which we calculated here, 0.709072, falls in the acceptance region because it is less than the tabulated value 9.488. So in this scenario, we accept null hypothesis and reject an alternative hypothesis. Question number 4, construct index number for 2002 from the following data, taking 2000 as base. Using in previous papers lot of time we already calculated this type of question, which is about the weighted index of an index number, and requirement is to calculate the three different types of weighted index: Laspers, Pasches and Fisher. First year represented the base year. So first period price is called P naught, first year quantity is called Q naught, and current year price is denoted as P1, and current year quantity is denoted as Q1. Now we need four different calculations: P naught Q naught, P naught Q1, P1 Q naught, P1 Q1. Calculation is very simple. Just simply multiply P naught with Q naught. 100 multiplied by 5 equals to 500, 120 multiplied by 7, 840 and so on. P naught Q1, P naught multiplied by Q1, so 120 multiplied by 5, 600, 80 multiplied by 7, 560 and so on. And in this way we can calculate P1 Q naught, P1 Q1 and take the sum of these four calculations, and it is enough for the calculation of these three weighted index. So formula for Laspers index 2002 is equals to sum of P1 Q naught divided by sum of P naught Q naught multiplied by 100. Just put up all these values and just calculate. Laspers index is 123.10. Pasches index formula, sum of P1 Q1 divided by sum of P naught Q1 multiplied by 100. Just put up all these values and take the answer 120.42. And for Fisher index, I used here different formula. Just take these two answers for Laspers and Pasches and multiply these both and take the under root. It is equivalent to the Fisher's index number 121.75. Question number 5 is that if A matrix is 143, 218, 112 and B matrix is 212, 0 minus 48, 614, calculate A plus B. Number 2, 2A minus 3B and number 3, AB, or product of AB. So first of all, for the calculation of AB, just add up each element of the matrix with the other same element of the other matrix. So first element of matrix A is 1 and first element of matrix B is 2. So A plus B equals to 1 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 3 plus 2. Similarly 2 plus 0, 1 plus minus 4, 8 plus 8, 1 plus 6, 1 plus 1 and 2 plus 4. And in this way we can calculate the A plus B. Similarly for 2A, simply first of all we multiply each element of the matrix A with 2 and multiply each element of the matrix B with 3 as the multiplication is given here, and finally we just subtract these two and that will be equals to 2A minus 3B. So 2A minus 3B, the final result is given here. And for AB, we just simply multiply first row multiply by first column, first row multiply by second column, first row multiply by third column, that is given here. After that, second row multiply by first column, second row multiply by second column, second row multiply by third column, that is given here. And finally third row multiply by first column, third row multiplied by second column, and third row multiplied by third column, and that is given here. And finally take the result, that is equals to 20 minus 12 46, 52 6 44, 14 minus 1 and 18. Question number 6 is that solve the following simultaneous equation: 2x plus y equals to minus 7 and 3x plus 2y equals to minus 12. So first of all, we will eliminate one variable. So we want to eliminate y. It's up to you, either you cancel x or y. Here I decided to cancel y, so I multiply equation number 1 with 2 to eliminate y. So after the multiplication, first equation by 2, the result is 4x plus 2y equals to minus 14. And the second equation is 3x plus 2y equals to minus 12. Just I am changing the sign to cancel y. So plus will be only cancelled with minus. So that is why I am going to cancel the change the signs. So plus 3x will be minus 3x, plus 2y will be minus 2y, and minus 12 will be plus 2y plus. So plus 2y cancelled with minus 2y, and 4x minus 3x will be equals to x equals to 14 plus here minus 14 plus 12 will be equals to minus 2. So x will be minus 2. Now take this x equals to minus 2 and put it into any equation 1 or 2 to get the value of y. So x will be equals to minus 2 and y will be equals to minus 3. Question number 6 part B is that solve the quadratic equation, which is very simple: 6x square minus 5x minus 6 equals to 0. So first square is equals to a, that is 6. So a will be 6, b will be minus 5, and c will be minus 6. So this is the quadratic equation formula. So just put up all these values into this formula, and the x values are 3 by 2 and 2 by 3. Question number 7, that find out the compound amount and compound interest at the end of the 3 years on a sum of rupees 20,000. So principal is 20,000, borrowed at 6% compounded annually, interest rate is 0.06, and n will be 3. Compound interest formula is equals to p multiplied by 1 plus I raised to power n minus p, and future value or amount formula is equals to p multiplied by 1 plus I raised to power n. So just put up all these values into this formula and we can get the amount. So after 3 years at 6% rate of interest, 20,000 will become 23,820.32, and compound interest we can only just subtract these two values, and the remaining amount is compound interest. Question number 8, that a 90 days rupees 4,000 7% interest bearing note dated April 4 was discounted on May 4 at a discount rate of 8%. What was the discounted value of the note? Take 360 days in the year. So total days here are 90, and days, because normally bills consist on 3 months, so total days are 90, in which days of April, because on 4th April this note was issued. So a 90 days rupees 4,000 7% interest bearing note dated April 4. So there are 27 remaining days of April, days of May 30, days of June 30, and 30 plus 30 60, and 27 87, and 3 days will be included of July. So maturity date is 3rd July, and this is the calculation of days. After that, principal amount is 4,000 and is 3 month, interest rate is 7 by 12 because 7% interest rate, but this indicates the annual interest rate, but here we need the calculation on the basis of months. So there are 12 months in 1 year, so interest rate will be 0.5834 for 1 year and further take the fraction, and that will be equals to 0.005834, because we always use the fractional form of the interest rate. So simply use the formula of simple interest, that is equals to PIN. P stands for principal amount, N stands for time period, and I stands for interest rate. So simple interest will be 70. So amount of future value of note will be 4000 plus 70 equals to 4070. After that, discounted date 4th May, because so it is the B part, in fact, amount or future value of note 4070. So after that, discounted date is 4th May. Days of May 27, days of June 30, days of July 3, and total days 60. It is further discounted for 2 months. Then in 2 months there are 60 days. Discount rate is 8% or 0.08. Principal amount is 4070, and simply we just take the interest of at 0.08 for 4070 is 325.6. So interest is 54.26. Discounted value of interest bearing note will be equals to 4070 minus 54.26 equals to 4015.74. Okay, it is the second part of the question. So discounted value of interest bearing note will be 4015.74. So thank you very much. There are 8 questions in this paper. So I discussed already with you about these 8 questions. Just take practice of this paper, and soon I will come again with next paper. Stay blessed and stay safe, and take care of the persons around you. Thank you.